Okay. I think that was a good run. I think I've finally done it. All right, let's see the time. God damn it! Hello then, my fellow hunters, and welcome to that wonderful weekly update. I just wanted 3 words to begin with W, okay? Where there's some new stuff to be doing in Wilds, and, well, okay, kind of not technically this time. Normally, I wouldn't do one of these updates when the offering is what it's about to be. However, we are in the rare exception of a reminder, a warning, a PSA being needed, as I would hate you guys to miss out on, let's be honest, the single coolest pendant in the entire game, as the one thing that will not be returning event quest-wise in the upcoming Flame Fate Festival is our current Mizutsune challenge quest. But before we get to that, well, your usual, go have a little nitter-natter with this kitter-catter and get your new bounties underway for the week. Your regular hunting, your arena, and indeed your endemic life ones. Very, very good to see. Then we want to talk arena. Here it is then, the challenge quest Fleeting Bubbles at the arena quest counter. This is the last week that this is going to exist, and that's the big kind of make sure you know that, and make sure if you want the pendant, the forever pendant that presumably will never come back, the other challenge quests haven't, and there isn't a mention of them yet, well then you need to get on this and get your A time of under 4 minutes 30. Now they did change it so that you have actually 3 rewards for 3 ranks now, your C pendant just for completing it, your B rank pendant that's a little bit better, and then this A rank glorious pendant that has those soul seer glowing blue fire eyes, which is just absolutely amazing. And for that, as I say, you need your A rank, you need your sub 4 minutes 30. Now, normally all event quests and so on do come back with festivals, and the festival is soon upon us, but challenge quests do not. So, Doshagama, Raidao, and now Mizutsune. So, just in case, please go out there and get that A rank so you don't miss out on it, because that would be a big shame. So, now that the warning and such is out of the way, I did want to spend a little bit of time actually talking about the challenge quest. It seems like the opportune moment. Firstly, asking you guys how you're finding it. I will personally say it's a weird one for me, because although Mizutsune is a much easier monster than Arch-Tempered Raidao, I'm actually finding it a little bit, I think, trickier to hit that gold A time under 430 consistently, because I'm being pulled in 2 directions here. Mizutsune as a monster is one I am very, very, very familiar with, both through just Monster Hunter experience and because in Rise I literally spent so many hours speedrunning Mizutsune in the demo. It was a lot of fun and I wanted to see what kind of time I could get, and I got a really, really good one for the context of the demo versus the actual speedrunners of the time. Very proud of that. But on the flip side, there's no weapons that I'm intimately familiar with in their Wilds incarnation actually available here. I can play hammer and dual blades fine, but it's not like that instinctual level like bow and greatsword. So it's kind of a battle of those 2 things, experience with the monster, but lack of experience with the weapons. So I would be very curious how you guys are doing. I'm sure any of you that literally main one of the 6 options, you're kind of finding it fairly comfortable, but I wouldn't blame anyone for maybe having to put a lot of effort in for that A time, or maybe not even having hit it yet. In any case, if you are a main of one of the 6 weapons, you'll know what to do, but for anyone that isn't, a few little tips, or at least suggestions, is honestly, the dual blades is kind of where it's at. You don't have to put a lot into it, and the base set is really, really strong. You've got a really solid roster of skills for this, even just the earplugs to ignore Mizutsune, and that's if you don't use all of the raws as free iframes to activate your mantle and all your goodness, which is what you really should be doing, but even having having that speed eating to immediately have the demon drug, the meat for full stamina and health, and just get immediately into it, and then you essentially just need to stick to Mizutsune's face like glue. And you can do that really easily with dual blades because it's so evadey, especially with the mantle on, and the mantle is going to be with you through nearly the entire fight if you're doing it well. You're seeing me doing it now, and again, I am by no means Mr. Dual Blades. That is hollow on the channel at the moment, but just timing attacks with iframes from the evades, which we can all do, that's not really weapon exclusive, and then hammering that lovely weak squishy face, and you tend to kind of have a good shot at it. You might need a few things to go your way, some good move RNG, but a couple of attempts should get you there. If not, you can always go full on hammer and bonk your way to victory, but I did find that one a little bit less consistent, and they're the only two weapons I can get a solo gold on, at least at the moment, so that's kind of my 2 cents for you. It is by no means an easy one though, and I kind of like that. I want the challenge quest to be, well, challenging, because that's kind of literally the point. It's what it says on the tin. In any case, let's move on to the other available event quests this week, as we may as well talk about them. Armor then is the place to be for the other event quests of the week, and those are thusly another week to get your pinion armor from an Inferno laid bear, a very, very nice bit of layered armor, one I am currently wearing. It's a nice little fun addition. The tattoo it gives you on your shoulder is phenomenal, so that's definitely something you should be adding to your event quest. And then we have ourselves Romping Around, which is a lovely ingredient farming event quest, just a normal romper polo, but the primary reason here is to grab those mud shrimps and turbid shrimps at an extra high drop rate, because they give you that iframe evade window custom food. Then you can get from the Azuz feast too, but if you don't need the extra stats from the feast, don't want to waste a ticket, but do want to play with the extra iframes on your dual blades or your bow, etc., well then this is a really nice one to get for those shrimps. Similarly with Kongalala cravings, well, they are going to reward you with, and this might come as a huge shock, but the mushroom monster is going to be giving drool shrooms and deli shrooms, and this one's actually fantastic, as that's the stamina meal, and you can't get that in a feast. This gives you fake ramps of constitution and is quite a staple in a lot of weapons. Bow likes it a lot because it means we don't have to cram as much in the set, we can do a little bit better offensively, so having a nice supply of deli shrooms really does come in handy, and Kongalala cravings can do that for you. That said, both of these will be immediately coming back with the festival, so don't think you have to farm them too hard, but hey, they are around this week too beforehand, so it's at least worth mentioning. But more than anything, this is a big hey Mizutsune challenge quest. Make sure you do it, try get that A, and how are you finding it, a few little tips, and all of that goodness. I am very, very excited for next week. I will be going over soon everything we can expect from the festival, because it's going to be a huge one. But for now, happy hunting, happy looking forward, and have a happy week. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more. Consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.